Welcome, everybody, back to another BOLDcast One Piece reaction. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
One Piece, episodes 581 and 582. Samurai stuck in the dragon's back. This, picture is kind of insane.
Yeah.
It's really cool, but it's just kind of random, but it's cool. But, the people are getting gassed out. They're getting taken in. No one will care if a few people go missing, although Brook, the skeleton, is just laying there. Pretty cool how, he got, knocked unconscious, which is, he was feeling it was hot, so,
yeah.
The fact that he would go unconscious isn't out of the realm of what we would expect from Brook.
Yeah.
But regardless, let's see what happens this time. I'm liking the start of this a lot.
Yeah, it's very nice.
It's kind of vibey,
fresh,
yeah.
Kind of different, yeah.
I'm liking it. Okay, leave a like, subscribe. Patreon.com/BOLDcast, 2 weeks ahead of uncuts, 1 week ahead of edited reactions. Link in the description, link to the pinned comment. Patreon, please and thank you. Consider going there to support us and get ahead. Let's go. Punk Hazard Island. Ooh. The Burning Lands. Ooh. Little clue there. Why is he saying that? Jamon.
Yeah.
Is the way he's saying it. Boo!
Head.
His body.
Is he actually just part of the dragon?
This is Brook all over again. This is we got a samurai, a swordsman who's trapped and some power is fucking him up, We gotta figure out what it is on this dangerous island. He can talk out of his butt. Is that why he's saying boo? It's like Thriller Bark all over you. Is the ice dragon gonna have his other half?
Oh. Be interesting. Tell us what's going on, sir.
There's some kind of immortality fucking experiments going on here. I'm so tempted to go back. Oh no, it was Drake. It wasn't Kid, it was Drake in the ice place.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. I bet that's gonna be over there. I forget, I need to look back at that, but I don't remember what episode it was. I need to go and see that again.
It also, it's not like there's no islands with, there's only one island.
But they showed us that for a reason. And there was a snowman monster that was
they were all putting up defenses.
Because it was a secret base. It was a secret base. I forget if it was for the government or if it was for, it must have been. Or if it was for another, it was for Kaido, I thought. For the other emperor.
Maybe. I can't remember.
He talks so weird. Does he have two voices? Yeah. Or no. He's very erratic. Oh my god, sorry. Harakiri.
What's that?
And then they cut your head off. I wonder if he's in 3 pieces.
That'd be kind of
crazy. Because it's a ritualistic suicide for samurai, specifically. So he maybe he disemboweled himself or cut himself or something. It's something to do with that. Sorry.
Goddamn warlord. Blackbeard? But he's just late.
But he's not anymore, yeah.
He doesn't realize that it's been over 2 years.
What if he's somehow a experiment of Moria's shit and that's keeping him alive somehow? Same.
Oh, it could be have to do with Moria since Moria went missing.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking. If he got spirited to this place.
Yeah. But are we just gonna do Thriller Bark round 2? I feel like we're in
We're already kind of doing it, but with a different aesthetic, with dragon instead of zombie.
Yeah.
And Usopp even mentioned, zombie. I feel like that's on purpose. I think Oda's using, whether intentionally or unintentionally, he's on purpose doing, I don't know if that makes sense, but he's calling back to it, whether he's meaning to or not, to that type of shit. And it's the same kind of setup.
Yeah.
And also Thriller Bark was just after Eni's Lobby. So just after Marineford, Fishman Isle is larger kind of big game shit. We get into a sort of little thing here. The only thing that it's either Moria, if it's a part of the Warlords, if it's called by the Warlords, it's either Moria or there's something to do with Doflamingo because we don't know the extent of his powers. The other warlords wouldn't make any sense. And I feel like, how many are there at this point? Like 5, right?
Yeah, there's Moria, Doflamingo, it's Mihawk, Jinbei.
Jinbei's not
exiled, but
Jinbei's not. Moria's technically not.
That's true. But I mean, that we know.
Kuma, Doflamingo, Mihawk, Hancock. Is that it?
Blackbeard or
not Blackbeard? He's an emperor now.
Right.
There's 4 warlords, so he's out of date. Anyway.
Unless they replace them with other people.
Yeah.
You better watch out with all the fire. Grab him. You're stretchy. Wait, he has like good senses.
Observation hockey is what he's saying. It can sense your presence.
Because there's no hostile intent. No, Luffy. We do not need any more people. To shoot yourself
right in the balls.
The fire, there's burned to death. Disappeared? Or what?
They're already cooking the dragon.
Is he is he only his top half now or something? Oh, they combined?
Hentai.
It's hentai. Too bad Franky's not here to see this. That's just...
Okay, so the dragon wasn't a sword.
No.
Little disappointed, but it's still a dragon.
They just get stuck on anything.
Imagine having the dragon and just eating it.
Yeah.
When you have a literal world-class chef.
Where are you taking that meat, Usopp?
Back to the ship.
He could be naturally. What if he just was naturally like that?
Robin, can you use your power to, like, move the meat so Usopp doesn't have to drag it all by himself? Where's Zoro? Zoro, don't get separated, I swear to God. I keep wanting to say this place is kind of like Jaya, but I've said that every time, so I'm just not gonna. Icelands.
Very, very new world type of island. It's all coming together.
So that guy's probably with the gas mask guys.
Probably.
Yeah, because he said boss. He didn't say captain or like Aniki or something. He said boss. You can make a dragon pelt. I bet that would protect you from the cold. Keep you pretty warm.
It would protect you from the heat, actually.
Or both.
They do like the frog suits from Dungeon Meshi. Don't worry, you're going. Bird? Giant bird?
Phoenix? Rock? Thunderbird? Did I just grab him?
Whoa.
Harpy? Angel? Harpy. A lot of mythical creatures. That's a harpy for sure.
Yeah.
Thank God Sanji's not on this trip, he would die. This is where I kind of wish Chopper and Nami were with him.
It was definitely there, I promise.
It's interesting though. Like harpies aren't, I guess they're more associated with cold. They're more associated with like mountains or seas or like, rather than like the Arctic, you know?
Yeah.
Punk Hazard 06. Yeah, this is looking like that island that Franky was on, kind of.
Whoa. What's this?
Is it him? Vegapunk? Is
That
he
would
the
actually be
boss?
crazy.
Are we about to see him right now? Master! Smoke man? He's kind of like Smoker.
That is Smoker, the Smoker's final form.
Could you imagine if that was Vegapunk?
That would be kind of crazy. Chopper just
Chopper.
sleeping.
It was just a skeleton, yo ho ho ho.
Be mysterious.
His laugh is shiro, and shiro means white, but I don't know if that means anything at all.
Usable.
Swing shot. Brook, don't say a goddamn word. You
Do
fool.
not move. Do not move.
Bide your time, Brook.
If you've not learned anything from Fishman Island, it's to not fucking move.
Release your spirit and find out what's going on. Of course he sneezed.
Bro. Brooke.
I can't wait to be 1,000 episodes in and that joke still isn't gonna be old. How do these guys not know Soul King Brook?
Yeah, they're so out of touch.
Oh. I'd say I like Frankie a lot more with that hair. Monster chopper time. Just kill everyone in the room. 102. See, another thriller barkism with the numbering like that, or a pacifistaism.
You would be assuming correctly. Maybe you should install an alarm system on the Sunny.
You're not a human. You're a monster.
Oh. Oh, look.
Hanjimono? What the fuck?
Put them back together.
Puzzle fruit.
Oh, that would make sense. And it's like a puzzle. Like the things can go in the wrong places and like get stuck there if you put them together wrong.
Like with the dragon. I love this song so much.
This is like Buggy's fruit, but 1,000 times worse.
Yeah.
Because you can't really control it. No. Nami, are you serious?
Maybe let the doctor handle it. How about?
Oh, they're just fucking with this guy?
I want to try it too, he said.
It's upside down. Like Thriller
How
Bark.
do you still have that? You steal that from Zoro? Took it from Mihawk's house? This sounds like some Moria shit. Because they cut themselves to maintain their honor in death.
Yeah, the cloud is gone. Or, oh no, they didn't go back to the ship. They're going across the lake.
Centaur?
Centaur, but
With a tiger?
The cheetah.
Or an ogre?
Oh!
It looks like those were just drawn on him.
And he's wearing a shirt that matches his legs.
Okay, so there's cutting and splicing of people. They're making like chimeras of people here, very similar to Moria.
Yeah.
With the stuffed animals and like the Cerberus and shit like that. It seems like maybe that's how the dragon was made. Some version of that. It wasn't. It's not a natural creature.
I love that Luffy is just claiming that this is part of his, like, yo. Like, it's something that... Yeah, can't yours?
No, you're friends. This gives, like, when Zoro met Hachi vibes of, like, oh, can you give me a ride? Like,
yeah. CC. Just flying.
The harpy girl? It's kind of, the aesthetic of this is kind of interesting. It's like this, it's literally like a Chernobyl disaster place, but like just the aesthetic. Obviously, that, like, what's actually happening is probably more complicated than this. But like just getting here, it's giving off the vibe on purpose as like a nuclear disaster zone, Area 51 experimentation, but also like mutants, you know. But also like it's mashing that with like a mythical sort of otherworldly fantasy aesthetic almost.
But also, like, yeah, there's people being spliced together. They're not dying. Yeah, it is, you know, there's definitely some vegapunk stuff going on here. Whether or not the, like, guy, like, weird, like, smoke-looking guy is actually him. Maybe.
I wonder if it's, like, a Hogback and Moria, but this time...
They're better.
Yeah. Maybe it's Vegapunk, who's the smoke, or somebody else, like some sort of person like Hogback, like famous scientist person, and Doflamingo, who can cut people.
That could be interesting, but like people die when he cuts them. The only people who don't die when they get cut is from Law, but it wouldn't make any sense for Law to be like just hanging around here, like, building chimeras. That doesn't really seem like his style.
And specifically because we know that he and his crew stayed back because Luffy was staying back.
Yeah.
So, because there's some weird thing going on with that. But, like, so it wouldn't be... If we knew that Law and his crew went ahead and then maybe they got captured and then he's being forced to, like, use his power on them or something.
Yeah. I think that there's some different kind of... It is similar to Thriller Bark. There's definitely Vegapunk. There's lots of stuff going on here, but yeah.
Do we know that Law's thing was a fruit? Because they're saying they used some weird magic on me and like they cut me and I didn't die.
Yeah.
That sounds like Law's thing. Maybe Law's thing isn't even a fruit. It's a form of hockey or some sort of other power.
Maybe.
I thought it was pretty clearly a devil fruit, but like this is making me doubt it because you're right. I didn't think of it till you said it, but it's exactly like what he did. Because he put people back together in a weird way. Yeah. So maybe he has like a teacher who's like a piece of shit, and this is them. Maybe it's just interesting because I thought I would have been 1,000% certain that was a devil fruit, but this is just very similar, but also like it wouldn't make any sense for it to actually be him. He would have zero, as far as I'm aware, zero reason to be a part of this. And zero way to get here, really. Yeah. But, like, in the time frame, because we know that he stayed back unless he changed his mind, but they showed us that for a reason. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, there's all this mythical kind of stuff going on. Very Too bad we gotta stop watching tonight. I would want to keep going because I'm actually having a lot of fun with this. Yeah, but it's too late. Yeah, it's too late. I gotta work. Okay, leave a like, subscribe. Let's move on to the next one. Hey, you said that. What do you need? I don't like that attitude. Wow. He's like super traditional. Kick him. Fashion.
Okay.
Says you. Everyone's leering at her.
Especially you, Sanji.
Oh, did he just actually make a huge dent in this prison
Does it
wall?
hurt?
Is that how they're gonna get out? Just need to aggravate him about Nami? It's too dark now, sorry. Kaizoku!
And got a problem with
What's
that?
it to you, buddy?
Quit insulting them. They're like the only people that can help you out of here, bro.
Maybe he doesn't want help from Kaizoku's.
They're gonna think they got moved to a different island. She saw the clouds. Whoa. Who's actually gonna be able to break out? Oh my god.
Holy shit, Franky!
That's crazy.
Super!
I'll say. What do you think now? You impressed?
What about this guy?
Last chance. You coming?
So he wants to die, but he can't because he's got this fucking devil fruit. Let me fix his head.
Quiet. Oh, these guys can. It was indeed those pirates.
Make a decision.
And we didn't bring them with us.
To save your son.
Time to go. You guys didn't build a good enough door. That's how they got out.
Biscuits room, what?
This is giving creepy.
Yeah.
This is where his son is?
Panda. This is Heavenly Delusion now.
Yeah.
They're giant!
Huge.
That is odd.
Yeah. Place is very strange. Why? It's such a Luffy thing. What?
It's a play on words, I think.
No idea. Cut them all.
Hey,
Would have been good to ask a little bit before. It's because your back legs aren't really helping you at all, because you're just carrying them.
But he's my friend!
Robin coming in clutch with the basic observations. And now you're just alone on a boat, drinking tea again. Why didn't you tell me you were an intruder?
Why can't I be one of you?
Giraffe.
Oh my.
Classic. Oh. Good, Frankie wasn't here for that. CC. I also hope that. That would have gotten us there faster. Yeah. Was really not an impenetrable door. Like, it was so easily broken down. I mean, I know Frankie's really powerful, but still. Like a rival.
Mm-hmm. Sound is so crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit. Turn them away.
These guys are, like, sneaking around in here. They're not supposed to be here.
Creepy.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa!
Whoa. Mm-hmm.
Wait, whoa. Ever since the... Hang on one moment. Ever since the failure of that accursed old man, Vegapunk's chemical weapon, island is rotted to the core. Yeah. It's like a nuke testing facility or something. Wow.
You're welcome.
Wow.
It's already a sealed off and abandoned island.
That's crazy. You're a genius. So their devil fruits did all this?
That's actually insane.
Holy fuck. What? They permanently changed the world with their powers.
Damn.
I wonder if that was elevated by... No, it wasn't, because he just said that like most of the damage done by the chemical weapon had dissipated by that point. So it wasn't even like the radiation or something magnified their devil fruit powers to the point where it destroyed everything. They were just different and completely Wow. Good job on that. That's pretty crazy.
It's like the first thing I've thought of in a while. And I also called that these guys that were in the lab, in the gas mask,
supposed to be there.
We're not supposed to be there, and we're not have anything to do with Vegapunk, and we're in there trying to like steal his, like any of his leftover information and like research. We're genius.
Chemical
That's actually
weapon.
so sick, though, that they fought here and that they did all that. And I feel like it's cool, and that's why I originally thought of it, even though we knew that it happened 4 years ago, so that it didn't make sense with the timeline. But to me, it made sense because it's like, this is a way of, like, power scaling, of showing
how far above they really are.
We already knew that AKAINU beat Ace, and we already knew that he was more powerful than us. We already knew that AOKIJI was more powerful than us. But we just had a huge power spike over the 2-year training arc. So, and we just like wiped the floor with the guys at Fishman Island, even with their drugs. So it's like, this is a way to show us that's like they're capable they're not
of far
messing
more.
around.
Yeah.
They're so much more powerful that. It basically makes our training irrelevant when they can like permanently, because that was 2 years ago. This is still 2 years, and the climate is fucked, and everything is still on fire and still in an ice age, and it's like their powers are like still battling, and that just shows how evenly matched they were. It's like, it's not that, you know, the fire like has taken over everything, or the ice has like taken over the fire, and the fire's burnt out. It's like still raging on. And I feel like, yeah, it's just sick, and it shows us like, yeah, like someone capable of doing this much. It like none of the Straw Hats could do anything against them at this rate. There's still so far to go. Man. That was pretty sick. That was pretty sick. Because I thought of it, I was like, that'd be so cool. But like, then they said it was 4 years ago. I was like, kind of a shame. That would have been really cool. But now I'm excited. And we get to see what this like smoke guy is doing, and why he has a room full of like various sizes of children, and it has like the head of that guy, and his kid is here. I don't know if he's one. His kid is one of the
they might
kids.
be stealing kids like from all over the place to fucking experiment on them, I guess, turn them into these chimeras.
Yeah, it's very strange. Not great. And there's like these, there's like the whole organizations, like the Centaurs have like their own like group that they're like hanging out, and they all have, you know, snails to talk to each other, and they're like doing stuff, and they're taking out intruders. It's interesting. And not to mention, Smoker is rolling up, and he's not being deterred, and the fact that they know that there's no way that there's this much gas still, so they know that there's something up to it. And I don't know if we're gonna get in a fight with Smoker, or we're gonna like just barely evade him, but he's gonna have to like crack down on these guys that were like here where they're not supposed to be. I don't know. But it's getting pretty good.
We shall see. Leave a like and subscribe. See you next time, Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
Bye-bye.